Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot express how happy and grateful I am to stand here in front of you and to welcome you to the 4th Global Peter Drucker Forum. The time of simple one-size-fits-all solutions is over. As Drucker observed, the greatest danger in times of turbulence is not the turbulence, it is to act with yesterday's logic. We need to foster a new logic by entertaining different perspectives, by looking at the world through different lenses. This is what the Drucker Forum is all about. Over the next 2 days, we want to encounter new ideas, or at least to put ideas through a new filter.
I hope that all of you will be stimulated.
Capability for change.
The world needs a body.
We are questioning the effectivity and the fairness of our today's social liberal market economy.
In making sure the peer review systems are the most powerful single lever that we have.
With Council on new models of leadership.
We talk about opportunities.
We make profit for the benefit of our employees. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about how the employee ownership model can actually fuel long-term success and sustainability of a corporation.
Capitalism only functions because of underlying altruism.
I decided the first day to abolish guidance and to move out of this quarterly reporting. And frankly, the only reason I could do that or did that was because I thought the first day they hire me, they're not going to fire me. I'm not going to talk to these analysts and talk about Ramadan was a week earlier, Christmas changed, the weather was bad for my ice cream. You know, I have more important things to do in life.
There are good news and bad news. The good news, for instance, is that we live in a world of peace. There is no cross-boundary war around the world now. The bad news is that there are very many local clashes between tribes all over the world.
I believe that the only solution to the world who is now struggling with economic problems and social problems and internal conflicts within countries is technological entrepreneurship. I believe that we should promote technological entrepreneurship, that we should foster technological entrepreneurship, and that we should support everything that can bring up technological entrepreneurship in each and every country.
The economic game gets gamed by people who exploit it, and so the only way to keep that from ruining the economic game is to keep on tweaking the rules, but having some clear principles behind those tweaks of the rules. If you leave games alone, the most clever will game them and destroy them. If you change the rules without principles, you'll have chaos. So the key is really to understand what are the principles that will help you manage the game by tweaking the rules to prevent the gaming from destroying it.
problems, climate change, youth unemployment, inequality. At the heart of those is the incapacity for us to really build alliances and cooperations. Organisations hold the key to that, but to be able to do that, they themselves have to learn really how to become very sophisticated in their collaborative and cooperative endeavours.
I think companies need to be better at offering guidance, they need to be less obsessed by quarterly results, and analysts need to put much more focus on the long term. I think all of these things are manageable without getting rid of shareholder value.
He said, there are no tax problems, there are only business problems. There are no marketing decisions, there are only business decisions. There are no specialty results, there are only business results. Well, it's great to be here in Vienna, home of Peter Drucker, and in my speech, what I came to the conclusion of is that you needed to have principles, and the best man for listening to on those principles was Peter Drucker, because he understood the key principles that will make business successful and make business successful in a way that's good for society.
And I think, from my point of view, what I've learned from Peter is to really think about the outside as well as the inside, not just to think that it's all about corporations, but it's also about the culture and the communities and the societies in which they're embedded.
T'étais pas dedans, t'étais pas là. Tu n'as jamais su me satisfaire. Pourquoi alors je pleure? Tu n'étais jamais le prince des rats. T'étais pas dedans, t'étais pas là. Tu n'as jamais su me satisfaire. Pourquoi alors je pleure? Tu n'étais jamais le prince des rats. T'étais pas dedans, t'étais pas là. Tu n'as jamais su me satisfaire. Pourquoi je pleure? Tu n'étais jamais mon favori. Ce n'était vraiment pas le paradis. Toi tu m'as fait perdre ma main. Pourquoi alors je pleure? Pourquoi alors je pleure?
I think the conference also showed that we not only engage academia, but we have a growing share of business participants, and from the total participants, some 60% had leading positions in business, be it large, small or medium. Next year's theme will be managing complexity. One of the key areas where most companies and most organizations are struggling with is complexity. How to deal with this new complexity of a world which is interconnected, where a multitude of organizations coordinate or do not coordinate, where risks are emerging that haven't been there before, as we saw in the financial markets, but where there are also opportunities that have never been before.